So the way that we want to define success in and around feeling our feelings in that internal space is that we neither cling to the feeling and identify with the feeling, nor do we push away or bury the feeling or deny the feeling. So the teaching that I love with this one is called Both Doors Open. So when you are going into your feeling space, you get maybe still, you go for a walk, you chill out, you get to the place that you can think and feel your feelings. If that's in a bath, you take a bath every night, great. If that's when you go for a walk in the evening with your dog, great. If that's when you sit down to meditate, great. Or if that's for when you go for a run or you cook, you start cooking in the kitchen or you're washing the dishes. And it's your sort of moment, your time where things come up for you. Whatever that time is when you are checking in and knowing yourself, we want to make sure that we have both doors open whenever a feeling comes up. So the feeling will arise in you and you want to let that feeling in. You want to let that feeling arise and you want to have the back door of yourself open too, so that when that feeling wants to leave, you let it leave. A lot of people get kind of like freaked out if there's like a chipmunk in their house, right? Like a chipmunk or a squirrel. And I had a great mom, and my mom was just like, leave the door open, you know, or like a dove or a blackbird or a pigeon flies into your house and everybody freaks out and they get a broom and they start trying to hit it and chase it out, or the moths, if you ever see moths that fly into your house towards a light, well, the easiest way to get the moth or the chipmunk to leave is to turn all the lights off in the house and open the doors. When you turn off all the lights in the house and you open the doors, the brightest light comes from outside and the moth just flies out. You don't have to capture the moth. You don't have to bang the moth. You don't have to kill the moth. You can just open the doors. Same with a chipmunk or a squirrel. Like if it's in your house, it doesn't want to live there. It would rather live in the big oak tree outside. So these feelings are very much like that. They will arise in you, but they don't want to live there forever. And if you cling to the feeling or identify with the feeling or notice that you've been having the same feeling for 3 or 4 years about a particular situation, a particular memory, we want to ask ourselves, are we keeping it? Are we capturing it somehow inside of ourselves? So when you open your heart to feel your feelings, which you're doing by being still and checking in with yourself, make a conscious effort that when you open the heart to let the things in, you're also being conscious to open the back door so that when these feelings arise, you will let them leave. You will not cling to them and think that they are you and think that they will be here forever. Because the only time a feeling stays inside of you forever is when you are doing something to help it stay there forever. You've got the doors closed and you're kind of keeping it there. Once we have felt all of the feelings in our internal space, there can be a bit of a backlog there, but once you start going there, you kind of slowly get through the backlog, and then when you go to your internal space, you're going to not have that backlog of difficult feelings that you haven't felt waiting for you to process them. And you're just going to go to your internal space and you're going to feel totally groovy. And you're going to notice that when you feel the hard feelings, you open yourself up to the capacity to feel the great, amazing feelings, joy, happiness, love, openness, and connectedness more. And that's the end game. That's why we're going to this internal space and feeling our feelings, is so that we can get to the space that we're comfortable feeling powerful emotions, and those powerful emotions that we want to feel, like joy, like love, like ecstatic laughter. We want to be ready for that and be able to feel those too. And you can't actually feel those when you have not been feeling the harder emotions as well.